It's Wednesday, July 11th. I'm Wayne Moore. This is Evening Update. At the top of the news, with legalization of cannabis less than 10 weeks away, the BC government has found its first location for a government-run retail store. It's in Kamloops. The liquor distribution branch will operate the 3,000 square meter store at Columbia Place Shopping Centre. The province says the choice was based in part on the city's readiness for the zoning of cannabis retail operations in the province. The LDB will be the sole wholesale distributor of marijuana, while retail sales will be offered through private and government-run stores. Looking for a furry friend, the South Okanagan's Critter Aid Animal Sanctuary has rescued 50 kittens from unsanitary and unsafe conditions in Caledon. Now the agency is seeking new homes for the cats. A pop-up adoption event this weekend will take place at the Farmers Market in Penticton. A Vernon coffee shop has turned bad news into good. Bean to Cup was recently broken into, but all the thieves took was food. Castanet's Chantel Deacon has more.
A Vernon coffee shop that was recently broken into took the good out of a very bad situation.
An incident occurred here, and I thought I'd take it as an opportunity to get some community involvement and gather some food with the Salvation Army Food Bank, and take it downtown to the homeless shelters. There's a few of them there that could use the help, and I just viewed it as an opportunity for the people to connect and come together at a local cafe.
And what was the incident that occurred?
So sure enough, I come here and the door's wide open and there's a crowbar laying down, and we discovered that essentially nothing was broken other than our front door, which was smashed through. And they took some things that, like food items, snacks, granola bars, countertop stuff. It looked like somebody just needed something to eat and, desperation. That's just how I took it.
Bean to Cup is offering free coffee to any customer who brings in a non-perishable food donation. A small fire was quickly snuffed out in Vernon's Kalamalka Provincial Park on Wednesday. The fire was reported about 11 a.m. at 2 meters square in the Cougar Canyon area near Cousins Bay Road. A BC Wildfire Service crew had the fire out in about 2 hours. Remains of a missing Kelowna man were found in Kamloops last week, but police said Wednesday they don't believe there was any criminal activity involved in his death. 48-year-old Martin Joseph Thifo was last heard from on April 19th in Kelowna, and his disappearance was reported to police 5 days later. Friday afternoon, a person came upon human remains along the banks of the Thompson River near the Kamloops airport. Kelowna Lake Country MP Stephen Fuhr, speaking at the Canadian Vintners Association AGM Wednesday, reaffirmed $11 million in support for the wine and grape sector. Up to $8.4 million will go to the Canadian Grapevine Certification Network. It's the first time grape and wine producing organizations from across the country have come together to develop a national research cluster. A further $1.5 million over 3 years will assist in promotion through trade shows, missions, and promote Canadian wines in the United States, the UK, and China. Thomas Lickman is ready to throw in the towel on a Kelowna business that's been a community staple for more than 50 years. The owner of a Lickman & Sons Sausage and Deli says he's ready to shut down over homeless and drug issues around the Gordon Drive neighborhood. He points the finger squarely at In From the Cold shelter just down the street on Sutherland Avenue. The Federal Infrastructure and Communities Minister was in Kelowna Wednesday to commemorate the start of construction on Kelowna's $85.9 million water integration project. The feds and the province contributed about $44 million to the project. As far as City Hall knows, the largest ever grant contribution to the city. Construction is expected to take about 2 years. Kelowna grandfather is looking to reunite a family heirloom with his 8-year-old grandson. Ron Veselinek built a handmade guitar for his grandson Graham, who later died of a fentanyl overdose. Veselinek has spent months making the unique Tela hybrid electric guitars, which have his son's initials on the headstock. The guitar was eventually sold to feed his son's drug habit, but Veselinek is searching for the instrument to give it to Graham's eldest son. You can read our story to find out how to contact him if you know of its whereabouts. Okanagan weather, sunshine and hot through the weekend. Highs will get up to the low 30s. Coming up tonight and tomorrow, optimism on the picket lines, and a local pot grower gets a government contract. For details on these and the rest of the day's news, keep it here at castanet.net. For Castanet News, I'm Wayne Moore.